think I need to change my hairstyle. Wait a minute. Ta-da! Now it looks better, right? Hello there, beautifuls. Thanks for tuning in. So it's Tamanna here again, and today I thought to show you this look. It's neutral and pretty and glam, and very much appropriate for your everyday as well as if you're going for a corporate party, friends get together, or any kind of day out. So this is just perfect, I think. So keep watching and I'll show you how. First, I'm gonna start with these two products to prime my face. I'll use MAC Strobe Cream as my moisturizer, applying that all over and letting it soak into my skin. Over that, I'm applying Laura Mercier Foundation Primer in shade Radiance, so it creates a smooth base for my foundation. For foundation, I'm gonna use a new one today that I recently purchased. It's Too Faced Born This Way. Applying that using my Sigma 3D HD Kabuki brush. I'm using the shade Sand here. This shade is a bit lighter than my skin, but this foundation tends to get darker after a while. So now I'm gonna finish off the second half of my face with dabbing and circular motion, blending everything away. Now I'm gonna quickly fill in my eyebrows with Catrice Brow Kit. I already have a tutorial on brows, so you can check that out if you are interested. Jumping onto eye makeup, I'm using Urban Decay Primer Potion in shade Eden, applying that all over my lid with Sigma 3D HD Precision Brush, one of my favorite brush for all that precise work. With my Zoeva 221 crease brush, applying Makeup Geek Creme Brulee in my eye socket area so it creates a soft definition there. I'm using back and forth and circular motions so that my crease gets a nice brown hue. Now taking a golden shade called Buzz from my Naked 3 palette and applying that all over the lid, using Sigma E54 flat shader brush here to apply that. Taking the shade Nooner with a pointed Coastal Scents crease brush and applying that just in the outer corner of my eye, focusing mainly on the crease area so it looks more defined there. Now with Sigma E40, my favorite blending brush, I will blend everything away and I'm going back and forth with the brush to further blend the crease. Next, I'm grabbing the shade Black Heart with the same pointed crease brush and dabbing that just in the outer V to further define my crease. And then just will blend it again with my Sigma E40. Here taking a champagne shade by Makeup Geek called Shima Shima and with a small shader brush applying that in my brow bone area to highlight that part. Then again I'm giving it another blend so everything looks nice and smooth. Jumping onto face here, applying a second layer of foundation. I'm applying it middle of my eye makeup because I want to let it sit for a while so that it gets enough time to set into skin. Off to eye again, applying the shade Nooner just in the lower lash area to create some depth there. Now I'm taking two liner, one is black and one is brown. The black one is Lakme Iconic Kajal. I'm just tightlining my upper lash with that. Using Laura Mercier, the brown liner one, to fill in my waterline here. Taking the shade Black Heart again with an angle brush and I'll draw a line in my upper lid Just a medium thin line and no wing. Then with Maybelline gel liner, I'll draw another line over that as close to lashes as possible. This will define my lashes more, and I'm using a Zoeva liner brush here to do so. For lashes, I'm taking Benefit Roller Lash Mascara and the Lancome Hypno Star one, applying the Benefit one in my upper lash line and the Lancome one for my lower lash line. Moving to face, applying Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer in shade Medium Dark. Placing that in my under eye area, over my nose, my forehead and wherever I need it. Then we'll blend it out with my Sigma brush, but for the final smoothness I always like to use my beauty blender. Now moving on to this MAC highlight powder. I love this yellow part to brighten up my under eye. Then just softly dusting some powder all over my face. Now I'm taking the Balm Bahama Mama bronzer and packing this on under my cheekbone and jawline just to create some shade there. The Balm Bat Luminizer doing the rest of the bronzing, so I'm just blending out the line where I applied Bahama Mama earlier. Then I'll also put some in my hairline and my nose and under my jawline, of course. For highlight, I'm taking the Balm Mary Luminizer. This is a serious intense highlighter, so I'm applying just a little bit. I'm also putting some at the tip of my nose and in the bridge of my nose. Now moving on with the pink blush by Sigma. I'm absolutely loving this shade currently, but don't remember the name right now, so I'll put that in the description box below to check that. For lips, taking MAC Pillow Talk and Sigma Lip Base in shade Magnetism. Magnetism is a beautiful orange shade. I love wearing it alone, but for the sake of today's look, I'm just toning it down with MAC Pillow Talk. Lastly, retouching my lashes a bit, and here we have my final look. Do you guys like it? Hope you enjoyed the tutorial. Give me a thumbs up if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe, and if you are interested to know my long hair secret, it's not really a secret, well, that is coming up next, so stay tuned and thanks for watching. Bye bye.